We're here in Alpena, Michigan, showing you something different. We always lake trout fish. We're going to do that tomorrow. It's Captain Steve Hubert from CHUM BUCKET Charters. This is brown trout fishing, Alpena style.
Captain Steve Hubert from CHUM BUCKET Charters. We're just out here trying for some mixed bag, uptight to shore. We're just gonna long line some body baits, try for some browns or coho or whatever's in here, the shallow warm water. Inner Thunder Bay, right off Alpena. Yeah, right here's the channel. So we're just gonna set up and then go right in that channel, right into the harbor, and then turn right around, come right back out. They like that, right, yeah. The mouth of that harbor, yeah. So we got to run the planer boards really tight. Yeah, about 40 foot out to each side max, you know.
So what we've got here right behind us, you see we've got the Lafarge cement factory here in Alpena, and there's some dirty water that's blown from this big south wind. So you got the Thunder Bay River that way. Wind's blowing the water from the Thunder Bay River out of the river and right down this shoreline to Lafarge and right on, and there's big Alpena Point, North Point up there. And so all this dirty water along this whole Thunder Bay River area, that discolored water, could have fish in it tonight, and we're gonna find out which areas have the most fish. But this is a traditional, the opening of this factory is a traditional spot, mostly because the water in there is more still and it heats up quicker, and there's a warm water discharge in there too. Now there's a ship in the bay right now, so we can't get too close to that, but we're gonna get as close as we can. All right. How come A-Boys gets the first fish?
He's lucky.
All right.
For a brown trout.
Oh, it's a nice one too. Oh, it's a nice one. Look at that.
Brown trout.
So this is Avery's first brown trout. Smile. We got the Walleye Nation Creation Golden Ticket Junior Square Bill. Guys, all spring this bait's been catching fish. Steve-O took us to his hot spot. First pass, nothing. Second pass on the hand line. So hey guys, John Bergsma here from Fisherman's Digest, and we're talking about this little arch that we have on our angler Qwest. Now this is an arch made by Traxstech. Right here you've got all your rod holders. We're not using this one right now because we want them low like this, because we're fishing the offshore board so close, as you can see, to the boat, because we're in a channel and we're trying to get the boards on either side where the channel rises up and gets shallower. So we've got just our GT100s right here. That's our normal Dipsy rods, which we'll be using tomorrow out there on the bay in Thunder Bay. But today they're acting just as rod holders. Now Shempers here is leaning against our downrigger system, because again, we're not using downriggers because we're shallow water trolling for evening browns, walleye, northern pike, coho, steelhead, you name it. Anything we can find in this shallow discolored water is what we're looking for. But on the Angler Qwest, we've got this as part of our system, and as you know from watching our show, we can do the same thing to our polar craft by simply putting a triple or a quad tree right here in place of the arch, just right in the rail mount. So Traxstech, it's the ultimate trolling system for a reason. They give you all the different options for what you need to do based on what type of fishing you're going to do. Hey, good morning everybody. John Bergsma in the background. We got Donnie's on the rod. We got Shempers here. Steve Hubert. We're in his backyard again, guys, Alpena, Michigan. We stopped right along a shoreline spot to try to grab another brown trout. We had We caught a brown last night. His daughter Avery reeled in a really nice brown. We've got it. I mean, we haven't been here 2 minutes, did we, Steve? We're setting the rods up and we're trying to get some early morning browns. Then we're gonna take you right out to the middle of Thunder Bay for some awesome lake trout action. I'll give you right here, Brad. Actually, right here, Brad.
Still there, Donnie? Oh yeah, he's on there.
Oh yeah.
He might have walked to the other corner.
Oh, he went right to you. That's fine. Steve will slide in.
Mother rod.
Bump the speed. Oh yeah, nice.
Brown?
Now you're good.
Little brown. Oh yeah, it's a brown. That's a brown.
Giving us a show, he is. That's perfect. This is what I love right now, Steve. You'll see it first thing, neutral. You'll see it with Steve with that Ego net. You can extend that right out. He's got it in his hand. It's short when he starts and extends it to what he needs. We're gonna show you an awesome fish first crack out of the box.
Stay on, stay on. He's not cooperating.
He's wrapped up now.
Oh, is he? Get out of the way.
Yeah.
There, he's in
Forward,
it.
young man. That's a nice brown. Awesome, awesome brown trout. Now that was on that Reaper, wasn't it, Donnie? We got it right in the net. We'll show you so there's no doubt. The same, no, a different color. This is my favorite one. Steve last night, Avery caught that on Golden Ticket. That one there is called Gold Digger. Right there in the sunlight. It's just you can look at that and tell it catches fish, right,
Yeah,
Steve?
that golden blank, you know, and he put some color to it like that. They're just, looks just like a minnow.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. Great job, Donnie. So hey guys, we moved out just a little ways offshore. We had been right in there closer to the cement factory shoreline trying to catch some browns. That morning bite's over. You can only go through those fish a couple times. We're out here now just a couple miles offshore, here right inside Thunder Bay. We're gonna go Laker fishing. Stay tuned. Hit it? Yeah. Okay. Woo! That's a big one. That's a nice one. Right into here. Good job, Shempers. Got number one. We're right here at the tip of Thunder Bay Island, and that's the old lighthouse right there. Had to run out of Thunder Bay a little bit today because we got pushed out with dirty water. We had some big rains here in Michigan over the last week to 10 days, and the flow coming out of the Thunder Bay River had too much dinge in the water on inner Thunder Bay. So that's one of the beautiful things about coming up here to the Alpena region is you got so much structure, right, Steve?
Yeah, their fish are pretty much everywhere in this cold water. They can be right up in inner Thunder Bay or on the outer Thunder Bay, just around the corner where we're at right now.
Brett will show you a good shot of a clean water laker coming in right there on the surface. I tell you what, guys, we are here on the 13th of April. So if you think that these fish aren't biting and ready to go, if you're looking to stretch some string and just get your shoulders and forearms in gear, Steve Hubert locally lives right here in Alpena. He's got his boat in the water basically for opening day unless there's ice, and you can experience some great fishing action. Took advantage of that brown trout bite first thing in the morning, Steve, and now we're out just reefing in Lakers.
Yeah. These bite all day long, so.
Especially in this cold water early season.
Yep.
Got that Ego net there with a deep hoop, and that makes it really easy to just get those Lakers right out of the net.
Fish, and he's off. But
Show that
look at this
spoon
smelt.
off.
There's a smelt. That's what they're eating, and I'll show you.
Steve will show you that spoon and then the forage that we're targeting with it. So we got a double going right now. We got two different Ego nets. This one here is for Don's fish because we know Don's is a nice fish. This is their double XL. It's a big game net. It's awesome, big, but it's light. Steve, feel how light this net is.
Oh yeah, wow. That's extremely light.
Yeah, very, very light. Then I got the extended handled, our normal Eagle, the one we've been using for the medium to moderate size fish, but they make a different net for all the different applications. Now this bigger one doesn't have the extended handle because it doesn't need it because it has a 7-foot handle right there.
It's getting to that critical stage. There we go.
There's another one.
He's
Triple.
he's on a slider.
Triple. I'm netting everything.
He's on a slider. Tripled up.
Yeah. That's one.
UV orange leopard.
Now I got this one.
That's why you need lots of nets.
You need lots of nets. We have 3 nets on the boats today for a reason. We got another beauty here, Brett will show you, coming in right on the top. We're tripled up. We're trying our best. Don will show you that fish quick a minute and hold it up for you, and we'll come back because we got a little bit of time here. Looks like Steve's got a very nice fish on his.
I see him. Back, 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 lift, 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 lift. There, got him.
That's a Goldilocks
Now watch your diver.
fish.
Hold that diver straight up in the air.
That's a Goldilocks fish right there, guys. It's a Dreamweaver Goldilocks. Been firing all day long.
Now he's gonna not
Another
get him out.
Goldilocks.
Probably. Or the, no, that's the orange icicle, I think.
Orange icicle. Beautiful.
Civil.
I understand, but like, I'm pulling on it. Where's the
Diver.
It's craziness in the back of the angler Qwest right
Another
now.
one.
Oh,
Fish
another
on.
one, another one. 4 on, that's
Low
a
diver.
nice one, low diver. Well, we basically got half the rods out of the water now.
Yeah, I can't even put them back in.
I know,
Good problem to have, John.
I know. And again, recap, we're here on April 13. These guys drove from the western UP just to get away from some snow, see some soft water, and have a great time. Don and Shempers are 2 of my friends. We go fishing up there in the western UP for these superior lake trout. But I'm telling you what, they're going to be here to Alpena again, I'll guarantee it. I tell you what, I like this slider handle, Steve-O.
Yes, that's so handy.
It is nice.
So handy.
And the rubber netting, guys, see that? The fish comes right out of there. Watch how easy Steve can get this spoon out. Now, most salmon fishermen, Steve, are using a nylon net, and it makes it much harder when that fish rolls. Boom.
Ready back fishing that quick. It didn't pop back up yet. Another Alpena 5-pounder. Just awesome eating fish right here. Made such believers out of a lot of naysayers. Said that lake trout aren't any good eating, but one of my good friends swore up and down that he did not like lake trout, so I told him my recipe on my website of the boiled and 7-Up. I cleaned them up for him, took the skin off, took the gray meat off. He took them home and he called me later that day and he just was so excited. He said, I cannot believe I love lake trout now.
What is that recipe?
And my website is chumbucketcharters.net, and the information's on the recipes tab. There's a boiled and 7-Up recipe. It's so simple. Just a 2-liter 7-Up with some salt. You boil the chunks of fish in it till they float. Then you take them out and dip them in garlic butter. They're absolutely.
So hey guys, we're going to show you some of the critical baits that we used today here on our episode. Now all 3 of these are Dreamweaver Super Slims. This is the mixed veggie. This is the one that we refer to as Goldilocks. Also some people call it a double orange crush. And this right here is orange sickle. All 3 of these again are Dreamweaver Super Slims. And we're just running them directly behind 107 and 124 diver discs. No fancy stuff, no paddles, no extra attractors. Today has been just straight spoons, whether we're out on the boards. Now, if you look out, you'll see the fireboard. We've got a 50-foot copper that has not been productive, but you'll always want to have one up high in the column for if those fish do come up, you don't see those on your graph. Then the inside board's a 125. And then the middle board is also a 125. That's been a hot set today. And then we're running a set, Steve will show you on his side, we've got a high and low diver. That's the high diver. What's the set we've been running there, Steve?
We've been running about 90 back.
And release, right there.
About 90
Fish
back. 90 back on a 3 setting, which will put you down about 30 foot.
And
the low diver is a 124 diver. We have had that back about 60 foot, which will be down about 30 foot as well. So.
And then the rigger was set at what? Right
43.
There, 43 feet. And as you saw firsthand, these sets work. And what you can recognize as Steve wrangles that fish in, the riggers are fishing the deepest, and then we're progressively stair-stepping up with the divers, getting to the level that the boards are at. Now those 125 coppers are going to be down about 30 feet as well. That seems to be the target depth. That's been very, very good. Another diver. You got it, Chump. Doubled up. So Brett will belly right up to the live well.
Good
and we'll
Alpena problems.
Yeah, it's all the problems you always have at Alpena is being able to do your segments. Oh. Another thing we did, Steve and I just discussed this, and Richard took us in a little bit closer. Steve will show you that's a double orange crush. We just talked about that bait. And we moved a little closer to the island thinking maybe some of the fish had pushed up tight. That's a beautiful eating size fish there, isn't it, Steve?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's probably about 4 or 5 pounds. Even after a long battle on a 125 or 200 copper, they come to the boat and they're still diving for the bottom.
Oh yeah.
A lot of energy. Till about June, then they go deeper.
The only thing these 12 fish, the only depth of anything they're gonna receive from us is a deep dunk in grease.
7-Up and salt bath.
7-Up and salt bath.
Goldilocks. It seems
wow,
to be
that's
the ticket
been
today.
The ticket today. Hey guys, John Bergsma here, Steve Hubert. We got Don, we got Shemp, we got Richard, the master steerer. I'm telling you what, Alpena, Michigan is second to none when it comes to fish catching. Thanks for joining us here today. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you next week here on Fisherman's Digest.